The storm had left the beach in complete disarray. Seaweed lay tangled like ropes, while driftwood was scattered haphazardly across the shoreline. The salty air still clung to the scent of rain, a reminder of the tumultuous night that had just passed. As Lena wandered along the edge of the surf, her eyes surveyed the chaotic aftermath, searching for anything that might have washed ashore. That's when she spotted it, half buried in the damp sand near the jagged rocks. A dark wooden chest stood out amidst the debris, its metal corners dulled by both salt and the relentless passage of time. Initially, Lena thought it was simply another piece of flotsam, a relic of the storm's wrath. However, as she brushed the sand away, her curiosity piqued, revealing a meticulously carved design on the lid. It was a compass rose, its intricate lines expertly etched into the wood, with an arrow poised firmly in the direction of true north. The chest was locked, the old metal clasp seeming stubborn and rusted, yet it bore an air of neglected history. With a gentle tug, Lena felt the lock give way, snapping open with a creak that echoed the secrets it had held for so long. As she lifted the lid, Lena's eyes eagerly searched for treasure, for gold and jewels that might have been hidden away. But to her surprise, the chest contained neither riches nor gems. Instead, nestled within the weathered interior were three mundane items: a glass bottle, a folded map, and a small brass key that glinted in the muted light of the overcast sky. Intrigued, Lena took out the map. It depicted the coastline in great detail, showing a landscape exactly as it had been before the harbor was constructed and before the old lighthouse was decommissioned. It was a vibrant representation of a time long past, with illustrations of features that no longer existed. Scanning the bottom of the map, she found a message penned in faded ink that read, "Return what was borrowed." The words resonated deeply within her, stirring a sense of adventure that she couldn't quite explain. That evening, filled with excitement and a hint of trepidation, Lena shared her discovery with her grandfather, a man whose life had been intertwined with the sea. He had spent countless hours fishing from the shore, weaving tales of tides and storms, and the history of their coastal town. The moment her grandfather laid eyes on the map, his expression shifted from curiosity to alarm. A pallor washed over his face as memories from a distant past flickered in his eyes. He began to recount a story that had slipped through the folds of time, a tale seldom spoken among the townsfolk. It spoke of sailors who, in a time of great peril, had hidden something precious to protect their home from a looming threat. A treasure of sorts, buried in the sands of time. But once the danger subsided, those same sailors never returned to reclaim their hidden prize. "The sea remembers," he said quietly, his voice thick with nostalgia and gravity. The weight of his words settled around Lena like the mist that rolled off the waves. With the map as her guide, Lena felt an undeniable pull towards adventure, a call to uncover the truth hidden beneath layers of sand and sea. The following day, she set out to follow the map's path, a journey that led her to the abandoned lighthouse that loomed on the hill, its silhouette stark against the cloudy sky. The lighthouse had stood watch over the coast for generations, a silent guardian of stories long forgotten. Climbing the winding staircase, she found a small door tucked beneath the stairs. The brass key she had discovered fit perfectly into the lock, and as she turned it, the door creaked open to reveal a dim, musty room. Inside, a weathered journal lay open on a dusty table, surrounded by remnants of the past. Its pages were filled with the scribbled thoughts and observations of a forgotten keeper of the lighthouse. Nearby, an old ship's bell sat, tarnished but intact. Driven by an instinct she couldn't understand, Lena reached for the bell and rang it. The sound resonated through the room, deep and clear, rolling out across the water like a herald of change. The next morning, as the sun broke through the clouds and shone light onto the water, something remarkable happened. Fishing boats that had been absent from the harbor for weeks returned, their nets full, gliding smoothly over waters that had been tempestuous for so long. The air felt different, lighter somehow. The ominous storm season that had threatened their livelihoods seemed to have come to an unexpected end. When Lena returned to the beach later that day, she searched for the chest, eager to see if fate would reveal more of its secrets. But when she arrived, no trace of it remained. The sands were undisturbed, as if the chest had never existed. Yet, on quiet evenings, when the wind shifted just right, Lena would stand by the shore and listen closely. She could hear the faint echo of a bell ringing across the waves, a sound that felt like gratitude, a thank you from the sea for returning what had been borrowed so long ago. The memory of that tumultuous storm and the adventure it had sparked would forever linger in her heart, intertwined with the timeless rhythm of the ocean.